This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, Heather Holders. Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to another Sports Catastrophe birthday boy. And the birthday boy for today, January the 28th, is a legend in the IndyCar series. He drives in the IndyCar number 11. He is actually a two-time Indy 500 winner in 2017 and 2020. He's one of 20 drivers to win the race more than once. He's the first Asian to win the Indy 500. And he was amazing. He has his motto of no attack, no chance. In regards to his racing style, he actually competed in Formula One way back in the early 2000s, the mid 2000s. He got one podium, that was in the United States. He's an icon for Japanese racers everywhere. He is Takuma Sato, who's now 46 years old. Sato was born in Tokyo and began karting in Japan at age 19. Despite what you think, race car driving is big in Japan. The F1 was famous too because of how Ayrton Senna would do his job there. But anyway, he went to Europe in 1997 to race in Class B, Formula 3, and everything. He ended up winning 12 races of the British Formula 3 and, was an icon. All that. So he didn't go to Formula 2. He graduated to Formula 1 with the Honda-powered Jordan team. Was paired with Giancarlo Fisichella. Anyway, the team had faith in Sato, and Sato didn't really have that best move. So Sato went to BAR, British American Racing, 2003. The team that was kind of set up for Jacques Villeneuve because of, North American thing. But anyway, Sato was a test driver, but after Jacques Villeneuve kind of sucked, he moved. The final race, he went to Japan. Well, it was his home course, and took 6th place. BAR said that he could race full-time for them in 2004. And he qualified 4 times in the top 3, which was pretty impressive. And Sato did his job, taking 3rd in 2004 at the U.S. Grand Prix. And no, that was not the controversial one. That was 2005. Anyway, Sato did his job and became the first Japanese driver since Aguri Suzuki to be on the podium. Unfortunately, we would have to retire from racing 6 times. But he got 9 points finishes. Took 8th place with 34 points. And Honda took 2nd in the Constructors' Championship. Many Japanese drivers were in F1, but Sato's 8th place in the championship was the best ever. So, anyway, unfortunately, though, they were booted. The racing team was booted for 3 races because of cars that were underweight and all that. Anyway, Sato would have bad news. Honda took full control of the team, but Sato was not resigned. Fortunately, though, he found spots with a new F1 team, Super Aguri in 2006, run by Aguri Suzuki, the aforementioned guy. It was basically a Honda B team, if you will. And he did decently and all that. The Super Aguri did decently and all that. But unfortunately, they had to withdraw from Formula 1 after the Spanish Grand Prix, which was the 4th race of the 2008 season. He would take part of test drives and all that. So, anyway, he was taken off F1 and then he signed on to race in 2010 with KB Racing in the IndyCar series. He took 2 pole positions in 2011 and then in 2012 at the Indy 500. He almost won the race. but it was Dario Franchitti who did it. But Sato did everything for going for it on the last lap. Sato would go to AJ Foyt to race between 2013 and 16 and won at Long Beach, becoming the first Japanese driver to win an IndyCar race. He would pick up a few more pole positions / podiums in his time there, and then left the team for Andretti Autosport and shocked the world by winning the 2017 Indy 500. It was an amazing moment for him and for me watching it live. It's like, I love Japan and all that. Unfortunately, though, the 2017 Indy 500 was marred by that Scott Dixon helicopter crash. Well, not in a real helicopter, but the term used for his car just veering off and hitting the catch fencing. It was like a helicopter. It was like gruesome. Fortunately for Dixon, he didn't suffer much injury. He just had a minor ankle injury. It was like the new safety pods and those Indy cars saved Dixon's life, mind you. So yeah, so Sato ended up winning the competition. And he did his job. He beat the legend Helio Castroneves by 0.2 seconds and Ed Jones of the Emirates. Ed Jones from the Emirates? Erie-born British racing driver. Did I know that? But anyway, yeah, Sato did a good job winning the 2017 championship, and it was amazing for me watching it. And my love of Japanese culture. Like, Nihon, bitches! But anyway, yeah. So he spent 1 year with Andre and Autosport, and then went back to Rahal, Letterman, Lenigan racing, and all that. He won a race in Portland in 2018, his third career race. And then Sato was in the top 3 for qualifying for the 2020 Indy 500. Of course, this was the Indy 500 that was marred by COVID, meaning that the fans weren't there, obviously. So, yeah, it was just horrible and all that. The fans not being there, it just took away from it. Sato beat Scott Dixon by 0.05 seconds. Graham Rahal took third. So, yeah, great job by Sato doing his job. He signed with Dale Coyne Racing in 2022. So he's still in IndyCar, but now he's at the Oval. The 2023 season will have the Oval things, and Chip Ganassi signed him to do the Oval racing. So that means he won't be full-time and all that. So, no. Sato is married to Chihiro Sato with 2 children and lives in Carmel, Indiana. But yeah, I know his F1 career was not really that great, but his Indy 500 career has got to be great. I mean, after all, he's won 2 titles. Can you imagine? So, yeah, it was just amazing and all that. Yeah, Sato will be doing oval races, whereas Marcus Armstrong, a New Zealand rookie, will be in that race for Ganassi. Canada's only got 1 full-time driver, and that's Devlin DeFrancisco. All that. So, yeah. That'd be huge and all that. He'll drive the oval races. I don't know. So I guess he's going to drive, for oval. So it's going to be at Texas Motor Speedway Indy for the Indy 500. And then Iowa for the 2 races at Iowa. And yes, Toronto will have a race. The Honda Indy Toronto will be coming July 16th. I can't wait for that. Being in Canada and all that. But, that's just my bias. Recency bias. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. Sayonara.